Today I want to talk about the Bulgarian Split Squat. Say that 15 times fast. I tried it once and I failed. Doing the Bulgarian split squat. It's a great exercise. It's a great alternative to squats or another exercise that might be causing you pain. So I'm going to show you how to do the Bulgarian split squat, as well as some key things that you're probably doing that are wrecking your back. The first thing I want you to kind of look at is the depth of what you're going to, right? So if you just use a standard bench, that's usually what you have in store at your gym. So you'll come up to the bench, you'll slap your foot up there, and you'll kind of step out like this, and you'll have your weight, and you'll start lunging, and your mind wants you to go to the point where your knee is pretty much touching the ground. The problem is when you get into this type of position, and you get set, and you're relaxing, and you go down, depending on how high that bench is, you're creating a lot of extension in the low back. So just to kind of get to that depth, your pelvis is trying to kind of slam forward and you're extending to get that depth to there, and then you're coming back up, and that's one rep, and you're gonna do that 10 or 15 times. The best thing and the first thing I want you to do is adjust the depth of what you're going at. A great way of doing that is having some kind of feedback tool where you can put underneath the bench. It can be a pad, it can be a phone book, whatever you have available to you, but just grab it, put your foot, get it set, do how you would normally do it, and when you go down, only go to the depth of where that pad is at. This is gonna keep that extension in a good position. You're not gonna be overdoing anything in the low back, and you have way more control over what's going on. The second thing you wanna look for when doing the Bulgarian squat for the sensitive low back, if you've been searching high and low for the best workout for you to experiment with, not just legs, but your entire body, trying to see how you should structure your workout. You've tried it in the past for yourself and you just need some help. I wanna give you a free guide. Go to fitnessforbackpain.com/free week. I'm gonna give you an example of the way I would structure your specific workout with your sensitive low back, show you how to modify exercises and how also to structure your workout when it comes to core training and your big lifts and your secondary lifts, whatever your goal might be, how to do it specifically for a sensitive back. Get it at fitnessforbackpain.com/free week. Is the body and hip position. Oftentimes you start going heavy, you start getting tired during your set, and you start to kind of break. Now, what I want you to do is focus on getting yourself locked into your ideal position that feels comfortable to you, right? A good way of doing this is kind of maybe putting a piece of band or something in front of your front foot, so when you put your foot down and you put your band there and you know where you're at, you can be consistently going back to that same thing. Once your front foot is set, you have your back foot set to a good place, then we're gonna look at what's happening basically in our trunk. I'm gonna contract my glutes, so I'm gonna actually engage the foot that I'm actually gonna be working, and I'm in a good, what feels comfortable and neutral to me. From there, I'm gonna have my weight. Now, with the weight, you can do it both ways. You can have the weight here on the leg, on the same side of what the leg's being worked. This will really emphasize that leg, that hip, that glute being worked. You can go the opposite side as well. This is gonna emphasize more core work, more hip stability, things like that. Pick one, works best for you. Once you have your weight and you're all set up, now lock it in, quick breath out, nice and neutral, and I'm gonna slowly go down to my depth and then come back up, making sure what I'm not doing at all during that exercise is resting, getting soft, then going back into it, coming back up, getting soft and going back into it. Stay tight, stay braced, and be consistent with the position of your body. The third focus area are your transitions. What you wanna do is pay very close mind to, as you're going down, you're stopping and you're transitioning to come back up. As you get tired, as you become more fatigued throughout your day and your workout, the transition usually is the breaking point when it comes to form and technique. So what I like to have people do is once they have their structure, once they have their quick breath out and everything's nice and tight, then shift your focus on making sure that this stays nice and locked in, but you're focusing on a slow transition back up. This is a transition as well, going back down into it. I'm at my bottom point, I'm gonna come back up nice and slow. So what's not happening is I'm getting all caught off because I'm going too heavy and I'm slouching around and I'm getting kind of sloppy with my form. Transitions are key, focusing on them, make sure yours are locked in. Fourth and final tip on the Bulgarian split squats when it comes to back sensitivity is focus less on reps and go for more endurance. We get caught up thinking that we should be going for reps. Step away from reps and focus more on endurance. And how you can do that is changing from a 8 to 10, 10 to 12, 12 to 15, and going for maybe 5, holding for 30 to 60 seconds. What that looks like is I'm gonna get set, get my consistency going, good position, and I'm gonna come down, and I'm gonna hold right here, boom. I'm gonna make sure the majority of my weight is on this front leg. Let's say 80 to 90% of the work is here. The last 10% back here is just resting on that bench. I'm engaging my hip. My low back is trying to stay relaxed as much as possible. I'm not over contracting, and I'm keeping my core nice and braced. I'm gonna hold this for 30 seconds, transition nice and slow out of it. Or if you wanna be safe, you can hold it for 30 to 60 seconds, drop the weight, and then come back up. You're gonna feel a good burn. You're gonna get a great pump. It works for you. You're building endurance, you're building strength. It's just in a different way. Another great resource if you have been dealing with chronic low back pain, trying to add exercise into your program, but you're not sure what you're doing wrong because you're still in pain, grab my pain-free training blueprint. You can go to fitnessforbackpain.com/pain-free training. I break down each element of my workout, how specifically to do it, why you should be doing it with a sensitive low back, and any kind of tweaks and changes you might want to be looking out for if you want to use exercise for actual relief. You can get it at fitnessforbackpain.com/pain-free training.